Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd, and I'm Todd. About a week and a half ago, I did a reaction to a new group called the Crawlouts. Now, this is a punk band from Boise, Idaho. What's unique about this band is the lead guitarist is my niece's husband. I didn't know he played guitar, number one, and number two, didn't know he was in a punk band. My brother had sent me a link to watch a live concert on YouTube, and he says, check it out. This is Allison's husband, Shinichi. So I watched part of the video, didn't watch the whole thing, watched about 4 or 5 songs, and was very, very impressed with some really good stuff. So I thought, well, I'm not gonna watch everything. I'm gonna save some of the songs to do reaction videos. So it'd be like first time seeing this group do this song. Well, after I did that reaction, I sent the link to my brother, who sent it to Shin, and said, hey, listen to this. Well, the whole group got to see it, and they actually put it on their Facebook page. So if you go to the Crawlouts on Facebook, you'll see me doing that reaction video. Plus, they have an EP out now. They just released an EP. And the leader of the band, Noah, had written me and said, hey, we're putting out this EP. Do you want to react to some of the songs? I said, hey, if you upload it to YouTube, I'll do that. And they're in the midst of uploading it to YouTube. So I'll probably do some reaction videos to their new EP as well. So Shin also wrote me to explain a little bit about the Hive, where this video and the last video I did were recorded. Shin writes, thanks for checking us out and thanks for the great review. You're welcome. That was awesome. This show was the Crawlouts' very first show at the Boise Hive, which is a non-profit corporation for music in local community and also promotes mental wellness. The Crawlouts have been playing shows at local clubs about once a month since March of this year. So that's kind of cool, that because when I did the last review, I wasn't quite sure what the Hive was, and they're a non-for-profit, easy for me to say, that supports local music and mental health. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So with that, I want to do another reaction video. This is the Crawlouts doing So Perplexing live at the Hive in October of 2021.
Selfish and it's clear that you don't care. So bad and I would you leave smothered in despair. You have your kids call every man that they need dad, and you drag them back and forth from house to house. When you get mad, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure you're a sociopath. Did everything you want by learning to cry on command. 30 years old, can't hold a job, you just hold the hand of anyone you can manipulate. Spread your legs and call him baby. You're so perplexing. You're so perplexing. You're so perplexing. You're so selfish and
Okay, just stop it right here. We'll take it back a little bit so we can start this next verse without any break. But I want to just say that this takes me back. This takes me back to 1979. 1979, I was looking for new types of music to listen to. I was big into, like, Yes and Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles, your typical 70s bands. And I was getting kind of bored with that stuff. And one night I went into a local record store, which was called Nickelodeon, and I went in there with one of my friends, and he introduced me to one of his friends that he graduated from high school with, and his name was Dale. And I've told this story before, and I said, I'm really looking for something new, and I was just looking through the albums, and he says, hey, why don't you listen to some of this stuff? And he starts handing me The Clash, The Jam, Elvis Costello, Nick Lowe, Lena Lovitch, and I walked out of the store like with 8 new wave punk albums, and went home, started slicing open the record sleeves, putting them on, and going, wow, my eyes were open to a whole new world of music. And that's what the Crawlouts remind me of. They remind me of that 1976, 77, 78, 79, 80 era of UK rock, because it was just so great. And they have that beat, they have that sound. I mean, I think they've captured that type of punk. I don't think this is really West Coast punk. I think West Coast punk is a little bit more harsh. This is more driving rock, like what they did in the UK in the late 70s, early 80s. But I really do like this. I like the sound of the drums. I mean, the drummer really is a good drummer. I mean, he's really keeping the beat. I mean, he's doing a lot of fills. You got the bass player just, standing there playing his bass, but keeping the thing alive. And then you got Noah, who's playing the guitar and singing, and then the other guitarist is my niece's husband, Shin. And I just really like the sound. I mean, this is a real clean punk sound, and they're doing an awesome job. And it's also cool, they've written all their own material, and I think that is what makes this so special as well. So let's continue with this. I'm going to take it back a little bit so we don't miss any of the vocals.
You're so perplexing. You're so perplexing. You're so perplexing. You're so selfish and it's clear that you don't care. Don't bat an eye when you leave, smothered in despair. You have your kids call every man that they meet dad, and you drag them back and forth from house to house. When you get mad, it's crazy. I'm pretty sure you're a sociopath. Did everything you want by learning to cry on demand. 30 years old, can't hold a job, you just hold the hand of anyone you can manipulate. Spread your legs and call him baby. You're so perplexing. You're so perplexing. You're so perplexing.
I like that instrumental break. That was really kind of unique. I mean, this you don't hear that in a punk song too often, where the two guitarists stop playing. Okay, two guitarists stop playing, and then you just have the drummer keeping the beat and a lot of fills. I mean, he's doing a lot of fills there, and then the bass player is kind of doing the solo. I mean, he's playing his solo, and it sounded really sweet. And then the two guitars come back in again, and the song starts up again. But I really like that instrumental break because that's kind of unique. I was waiting for a guitar solo here, and instead we get a bass solo with a really heavy drumming backbeat, which is really, really cool. I want to play that over again because I thought that was pretty good. So we're going to go back and do that one more time. So here we go. Let's see if I can catch it. I think right about here we'll go.
Spread your legs and call him baby. You're so perplexing. You're so perplexing. You're so perplexing. Right here. so perplexing.
Oh, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that a lot. That was a great song. And like I said, boy, does that take me back to 1979. I really didn't get into punk until then, but then I kind of went back and bought a lot of punk music that was, coming out of the UK. And like I said, I think the punk music coming out of the UK was totally different than what was happening here in the USA for punk. It was, the punk sound that we had here in the US, and a lot of it was either out of New York or out of the West Coast, was very harsh. And I just really didn't care for it. It was so hard, so harsh. I didn't care for the lyrics and so on and so forth. But out of the UK, they just had this different sound. It was more of a pop punk sound, and that's where the Crawlouts come in. I mean, they sound a lot like that sound out of the late 70s in the UK. I really enjoyed this. This is really good. I like the fact that they had that drum bass solo in the instrumental break, though I like to hear Shin do another guitar solo, because in the last reaction I did, I loved his guitar solo. It was a great guitar solo, but this was just as cool. I mean, the drum, he was doing the fills. I mean, he was just running across the drums, and the bass was do 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 do. I mean, it's just really, really good. Then the guitars come back in. Great song. Just love this. I can't wait to hear their EP. I think their EP has 5 tracks on it, from what I saw on Facebook. I think it's going to be available for download and streaming. For now, if you go to their Facebook page, you can pick on it, and then it just plays just a portion, like a minute of each of the 5 tracks. But what I heard, because I listened to the 5 tracks, was pretty darn good. I really, really enjoyed it. So this was the Crawlouts. Their song, So Perplexing, live at the Hive in Boise, Idaho. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. That'd be really, really cool. If you have any comments about the Crawlouts, the song So Perplexing, put it in the comments below. That'd be great as well. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. If you've been like rocking out to my channel, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And then go over here, ring the bell, and you'll get updates to my latest videos. This is great. I loved it. We're going to do some more Crawlouts in the future. It put a big smile on my face. I hope it put a big smile on your face, because smiles make the world go round. And peace out, baby.